वाले रंग बरसे
very special namaskar, pranam, happy Holi, Holi, and of course, Holi Mela. Welcome, friends, to a very special presentation of virtual Holi celebration 2021, virtual hybrid celebration, in which we bring to you the festival of colors, the season of brotherhood, and of course, togetherness, which, of course, during this time as we celebrate Holi, it also signifies the transition from the winter season into the spring season. And of course, the celebration of the triumph of good over evil, as we also celebrate conquer. So during this time, actually, God, and of course, faith and steadfast devotion to the Supreme Master, Lord Vishnu, conquered over the treacherous demon king, which is known as Hiranyakashipu. The time we also honor all the people from different walks of life that make up the colors of the world. On behalf of Intercede, on behalf of the Gita Mandir Cultural Center, and on behalf of all the committee members, we say to all of you joining with us from wherever you're tuning to us from, happy Holi, Shiv Holi, and of course, during our virtual and of course hybrid season, we encourage all of you to be sure to extend, the sense of brotherhood and of course togetherness. As with today's program, it's also bringing to lots of people who are actually coming together for the great cause, and of course celebrating those who's remained active, and of course who've done their humanitarian work even during the pandemic. We start off first by, of course, seeking the blessings of the Almighty, as I'm going to ask my brother, none other than the president of the United Cross Association, to lead us in the opening prayers. My very good friend and brother, DJ Ramshan, who will open up with prayers for today's program. And also, as we do have actually the prayers, shortly right after the prayers, we do have actually a number of individuals who will be joining with us. Means of actual virtual, and of course we do have lots of people who have actually who have been a lot of their prayers and of course their performances. So first off, we'll start off the program with some poems actually that rendered by none other than my very good friend, the president of the United Cross Association, Mr. Vito Ramshan.
Jannamo Yadisetam Bhavya Jannam Vachara Bashanam Vyasitam Shokanya Chakaram Varabharabudatam Om Saraswate Namastutyam Vararekamavobhini Mangaleshami Sivamato Vihasana Om Brahma Vishnu Guru Sakshat Brahma Tasmai Isme Guru Om Vasudeva Sudhammaram Kasachanam Krishna Japapuram Krishna Chandaki Jaya Shri Maki
What is name coming in? You got it on? Yeah, got it. But we also have the video just now. Remove the video and turn on the audio for... Okay, somebody go to the feed. Testing for the Sound test. 1, 2, 1, 2. Shub Holi. Namaste. Namaste, Pranam, Namaskar. Welcome once again. Welcome once again. Welcome 1, 2. Audio test. Two, 1, 2. Audio testing. We good? Audio testing. Okay, that's it. We're good.
बरसे भीगे चुनर वाले रंग बरसे खाए गोरी का यार बलब बरसे रंग बरसे
Namaste, Pranam, Happy Holi, Shub Holi, Holi Mubarak. Welcome, friends, to a very special event, a very special presentation as we come to you actually in the COVID society, COVID during the pandemic, in the virtual realm. We bring to you actually the season of Holi, celebrating colors, celebrating the transition from winter to spring, celebrating brotherhood, celebrating unity, and of course, above all, like most festivities, celebrating the triumph of good over evil as we remember and we celebrate, we honor during this time Bhakta Prahlad and also Lord Vishnu in the avatar of Narsim Bhagwan. During this time, as we begin with today's program on behalf of Interseed and also the Gita Mandir Cultural Center, we have a very special presentation in which we will be presenting to you. But first off, and first and foremost, we shall start off with some opening prayers rendered by my very good friend and brother, President of the United Madrasi Association, Mr. Vijay Ramjatan.
Namaste. Thank you, Imran. Please bow your heads in prayer. Om Ekadantaya Vidmahi Vakratundaya Dhimahi Tanno Danti Prachodaya. Om Hamsa Hamsaya Vidmahi Paramahamsaya Dhimahi Tanno Hamsa Prachodaya. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Shubh Holi 2021.
Thank you once again, Brother Vijay, and he'll be my co-MC for today. As we move right on, we shall now have a very special presentation, a performance done by Bhavna Jadubans. Without further...
जय जय गणपति जय गणपति जय गणेश जय गणपति जय 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 गणपति जय गणपति जय गणेश जय गणपति जय जय
गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हारे गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हारे गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हारे गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हारे
जय जय गणपति जय गणपति जय गणेश जय गणपति जय जय
ठुमक चलत नूपुर झनकारे रिद्धि सिद्धि दो चंवर डुलावत रिद्धि सिद्धि दो चंवर डुलावत सुर समूह लखी होत सुखारे गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हारे गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हारे गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हारे गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हारे
जय जय गणपति जय गणपति जय गणेश जय गणपति जय 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 गणपति जय गणपति जय गणेश जय गणपति जय 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 गणपति जय गणपति जय गणेश जय गणपति जय 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 गणपति जय गणपति जय गणेश जय गणपति जय 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 गणेश जय गणपति जय
Very special performance. And for those of you joining with us, once again, happy Holi, Shubh Holi. It's our delight and our honor to have all of you here in attendance. At this point in time, we have not only so many participants, but members of law enforcement joining with us and giving their support towards this event. And so we are asking at this point in time, actually for all of you to lend your ears over to a member of a police officer from 106 Precinct as he offers his support for today's event. So we welcome you, sir. Thank you so much for your attendance.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. I'm Officer Vogel from the 106 Precinct. I'm Neighborhood Coordination Officer David. And on behalf of the 106, we just want to wish everyone a happy Phagwah, and hopefully we'll see you all live next year.
Thank you once again, and of course, we're indeed very grateful for the 106 Precinct, first of all, keeping our community safe, and of course, participating, lending their support to this event, and doing everything that they've been doing during the pandemic. At this point in time, we shall now proceed forward to our next performance. a very dynamic dancer, and he's none other than a very good friend of mine, Sean Ryan Coulson. So without further ado,
मोहे रंग दो लाल, मोहे रंग दो लाल, नंद के लाल लाल, छेड़ो नहीं बस रंग दो लाल, मोहे रंग दो लाल। देखो देखो तुझको मैं होके निहाल, देखो देखो तुझको मैं होके निहाल, छूलो कोरा मोरा कांच सा तन, नैन भर क्या रंग निहार, मोहे रंग दो लाल, नंद के लाल लाल, छेड़ो नाही बस रंग दो लाल, मोहे रंग दो लाल। मरोड़ी कलाई मोरी, मरोड़ी कलाई मोरी, हाँ कलाई मोरी, हाँ कलाई, मरोड़ी कलाई मोरी, चूड़ी चटकाई इतराई, तो छोरी से गरबा लगाई, हरी ये चुनरिया जो झटके से छीनी, हरी ये चुनरिया जो झटके से छीनी, मैं तो रंगी हरी हरी के रंग लाज से गुलाबी गाल, मोहे रंग दो लाल, नंद के लाल लाल, छेड़ो नहीं बस रंग दो लाल, मोहे रंग दो लाल। मोहे रंग दो मोहे रंग दो लाल, नंद के।
welcome back once again, friends. And of course, that was a very special performance by Sean Ryan Coulson of the Tarang Dance Troupe. And for those of you joining with us, a very special welcome to all of you. Happy Holi, Shub Holi. We do know that, of course, given with the limitations, it's kind of difficult, but we're trying to bring the color, we're trying to bring the enthusiasm and the sense of optimism into your homes and into your living rooms with this very special virtual concert that has been put together by Indraseet and the Geeta Bandar Cultural Center. At this point in time, we are now going to have a special performance by Jyoti Gupta. So without further ado, let's turn our attention over to her.
Happy Holi to everybody. I'm going to sing Balam Pichkari. पिचकारी जो तूने मुझे मारी तो बोले न जमाना खराबी हो गई मेरे रंग राजा जो तेरा रंग लागा तो सीधी सादी छोरी शराबी हो गई क्यों रहा है तूने हमारे प्राण मिलाया इतना मजा क्यों रहा है तूने हमारे प्राण मिलाया कितना नशा क्यों हो रहा है आंखों से मीठा तूने दिलाया वो तेरी मन की कुड़ती गुलाबी हो गई मन चली चाल कैसे गुलाबी हो गई तो बलम पिचकारी वो तूने मुझे मारी वो सीधी सादी छोरी शराबी हो गई जींस पहन के जो तूने मारा ठुमका वो लट्टू पड़ोसन की भाभी हो गई बलम पिचकारी जो तूने मुझे मारी वो सीधी सादी छोरी शराबी हो गई जींस पहन के जो तूने मारा ठुमका वो लट्टू पड़ोसन की भाभी हो गई होली है तेरी कलाई है हाथों में आई है मैंने मरोड़ा तो लकी मलाई है मैंने पड़ेगा ये चस्का मलाई का उपवास करने में तेरी भलाई है वो बिंदिया ये तेरी मेहताबी हो गई दिल के अरमानों में सभी हो गई तो बलम पिचकारी जो तुमने मुझे मारी वो सीधी सादी छोरी शराबी हो गई जींस पहन के जो तुमने मारा ठुमका वो लट्टू पड़ोसन की भाभी हो गई बलम पिचकारी जो तुमने मुझे मारी वो सीधी सादी छोरी शराबी हो गई जींस पहन के जो तुमने मारा ठुमका वो लट्टू पड़ोसन की भाभी हो गई होली है जो तूने मुझे मारी तो पड़ोसन की भाभी हो गई क्यों नो वैकेंसी की होटल में गाली है जबकि तेरे दिल का कमरा तो खाली है कमरा तो खाली है मुझे पता है रे क्या चाहता है तू बोली भजन तेरी नियत कपाली है जुल्मी हाजिर जवाबी हो गई तू तो हर ताले की चाबी हो गई तो बलम पिचकारी जो तूने मुझे मारी वो सीधी सादी छोरी शराबी हो गई जींस पहन के जो तूने मारा ठुमका वो लट्टू पड़ोसन की भाभी हो गई बलम पिचकारी जो तूने मुझे मारी सीधी सादी छोरी शराबी हो गई जींस पहन के जो तूने मारा ठुमका वो लट्टू पड़ोसन की भाभी हो गई
Welcome back once again, and a special thank you to all the performers thus far and everyone, all the participants for today's event. Coming up right about now, we are going to now turn our attention over to another great singer straight out of the Bronx, and of course, who's been singing at this event before, none other than the very talented, the very majestic Sonia Chandani. So without further ado, we now turn our attention over to Miss Sonia Chandani.
होली के दिन दिल कित गिल शिकवे भूल के दास्तां दुश्मन भी मिल जाती है होली के दिन दिल खिल जाती है रंगों में रंग मिल जाती है होली के दिन दिल खिल जाती है रंगों में रंग मिल जाती है होली के दिन दिल खिल जाती है रंगों में रंग मिल जाती है होली के दिन दिल खिल जाती है रंगों में रंग मिल जाती है होली के दिन दिल खिल जाती है रंगों में रंग मिल जाती है
Welcome back once again. And of course, that was a very special performance by Sonia Chandni. And as I mentioned, that in addition to all the participants who are singing and dancing, we're very fortunate to have some of our elected officials join with us and of course offer their support. Representing City Council District 28, actually we have none other than the council member, none other than our Honorable Adrian Adams to offer her greetings.
Thank you so very much. What a joy it is to be here with you. Thank you to the Stars International Band and the Gita Mandir and Cultural Center. To President Indra Seat and all of the attendees here today for having me join our annual Phagwah Parade. I'm Councilmember Adrian Adams, and I do represent this richly diverse district in Southeast Queens, which includes our communities of Richmond Hill, South Ozone Park, Jamaica, and Rochdale. You know, this is one of my favorite events of the year. Hello to everyone at Cavs Palace as well. With spring coming, it is always such a great time to celebrate Phagwah. It's a beautiful way to welcome the season with positivity, good energy, and bright colors. As always, it's wonderful to be together with our family and our communities. This past year has, without a doubt, been difficult for everyone. Our way of life has been altered and we've lost so many of our loved ones. But the good news is that there is light at the end of the tunnel. We have expanded the list of eligible New Yorkers who can get the vaccine. We hope that everyone who qualifies will get vaccinated. I got the first dose of the vaccine last month and the second dose last week. Anyone who can get the vaccine to do so as soon as possible to celebrate today. I'm so happy the celebration is continuing in a hybrid manner with both a virtual attendance and members in one-on-one attendance. The Phagwah celebration is so wonderful because it highlights the great diversity of our community and the borough of Queens. We are, as you all know, the world's borough. We're home to hundreds of cultures, nationalities, languages, and religions. And in this borough, everyone is welcome. Everyone is celebrated. That's the way it should be. I truly hope that when this pandemic is over, when we have enough of our population vaccinated to return to some semblance of normalcy, we can finally hug each other and hug our loved ones the way that we want to. We can finally spend time with our friends and our neighbors, and we can finally celebrate in large numbers our beloved holidays, parades, and festivals. I'm really looking forward to seeing the colors, the dances, the songs, and the smiling, happy faces of our community members when we once again gather together as we usually do. I want to wish everyone a very happy Phagwah celebration, and I hope to see all of you very, very soon. Thank you.
Thank you once again, Councilmember Adams, and of course, it's our humbling honor to have your participation. And in addition to all the elected officials and all the community leaders, we also have our spiritual leaders joining with us from the Vishnu Mandir located in the Bronx. It's my honor to present to you none other than Pandit Vyas Sukul. So, without further ado, Panditji will offer his prayers and, of course, few words.
Devotees, Sitaram to all of you. As we celebrate the very auspicious time of Holi or Phagwah, aside from all the cultural aspects there are many religious aspects to this beautiful celebration. It is the triumph of good over evil. And we learn that the world will always have evil. But when we celebrate in times like this and we pray to God, we allow that good quality that is within, and we allow that good quality that is in the world to be shined and to be reflected. Today, I would like to wish all of the devotees who are with us virtually and who are also here in the studio a happy Holi. It is next week, and Holika is usually celebrated after the burning of the plant, which I'm sure was mentioned before. I offer a very beautiful prayer, which is in Sanskrit, to Bhagwan Vishnu. And Lord Vishnu is the one who gives us peace and allow us to be very content, very calm in our life. With what's going on in this world, we all need this peace, we need this calmness. And by praying and by being together, we show that love that is within us to be this very beautiful season we call Phagwah. Om Shantakarang Bhujagshainam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gagan-sadrisham Meghavarnam Subhangham Lakshmi-kantam Kamalanayanam Yogi Vidyanagamyam Bande Vishnu Bhaubhayharam Sarvalokaikanathanam. To all of you, we wish you the best. Om Shanti, 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 Hari Om. Prem se bolo Vishnu Bhagavan ki Jai. Prem se bolo Durga Mata ki Jai.
Thank you once again. Of the Vishnu Mandir in the Bronx, actually, for offering that very divine prayer to the sustainer of the universe, Lord Sri Vishnu. At this point in time, we're now going to turn our attention over to our next item, which is going to be a dance performance by the very talented Denise Sonali Ramdawa of the Nitya Priya Dance Academy. Without further ado, we do hope that you enjoy this very special dance performance. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a very special performance by Denise Sonali Ramdua of the Nitya Priya Dance Academy. As we celebrate today the season of color, it's also a celebration of diversity. And of course, New York City, a city of 8.6 million people, it is of course our honor and pleasure to have from the mayor's office, Mayor Bill de Blasio's office, a member, actually he's a South Asian liaison, and of course he's a member, he was a part of the planning committee for this very special event. Please help me welcome my very good friend and brother, community activist, Mr. Rohan Narayan, as he will be offering some words on behalf of our Honorable Mayor Bill de Blasio.
Honorable MC, Mr. Ahmad, thank you. And the MC here has been doing work in this community for over a decade, a very well-known TV personality, and a versatile MC. And for those who do not know, an amazing singer as well. So, Mr. MC, thank you so much for being here today. And thank you to everyone who is here both virtually, for the few of us that is here in person, and for those watching on social media. This, on March 21st, 2021, being that we are still in the times of COVID, our community are still facing those who are testing positive, and unfortunately, there are still those that go to the hospital and are not coming out alive. It's very important that during this time, we keep all of them in our prayers. And whether we are from the Christian faith, the Muslim faith, or the Hindu faith, it's very important that we all offer the universal prayer of life, of protection, of safety, and of healing. With that said, I have a short message here from the office of the mayor. Dear friends, it is a great pleasure to welcome everyone to Holi Mela 2021. New York City rises on the foundation of its diversity, and we are proud of our incredible cultural landscape that incorporates the customs and traditions of people from around the globe. After a year of unprecedented challenges, the Spring Festival of Holi provides us with a welcome opportunity to celebrate while also recognizing the countless contributions the members of our thriving Hindu community have made to every single aspect of life in the 5 boroughs. As you come together for a medley of music, dancing, singing, and more in honor of the triumph of good over evil, I am delighted to applaud the organizers of this vibrant festival for uniting and uplifting those of South Asian and Indo-Caribbean heritage, and for forging a brighter tomorrow. On behalf of the City of New York, I offer my best wishes for a wonderful event and continued success. Sincerely, on March 21st, Bill de Blasio. Thank you very much. Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, and looking forward to a wonderful program. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Narayan, and of course, thank you for that very wonderful introduction. He said I am a great singer. He taught me how to sing, so I mean, hopefully I'll be singing and he can decide how good I did. But of course, please do offer our gratitude to New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio for showing his support towards this particular event and who's been celebrating diversity at every given opportunity. We want to say thank you to Rohan and also members of the committee for making this event possible. Thank you to Master Control, who's been working hard behind the scenes. And right about now, since Mr. Narayan spoke about singing, we now have a very talented singer as she's going to be coming to us with a very special performance. Please help me welcome none other than the very talented Christy Narayan as she'll be offering the next song.
Jai Sitaram and Namaste, everyone. I wish you all a very, very happy Holi. And I hope that these performances, these dancing, singing, these wonderful prayers reach your lovely homes, and that the spirit of Holi reaches each one of you. Shubh Holi. मर्दे गुलाल मोहे मर्दे गुलाल मोहे आए होली आए रे मर्दे गुलाल मोहे मर्दे गुलाल मोहे आए होली आए रे चुनरी पे रंग सोहे चुनरी पे रंग सोहे आई होली आई रे साथ रंग साथ सोए आज मैंने साथ रे बजने लगी बांसुरी झमने लगी बात रे भीगे भीगे पवन सारी भीगे भीगे पवन सारी के आई होली आई रे मैं गई गुलाल मोही मैं गई गुलाल मोही आई होली आई रे आज कोई हमको भी भेज दे संदेश रे राह तके दुल्हनिया जाने को परदेस रे आए रे याद आई रे याद आई के आई होली आई रे चुनरी पे रंग सोहे चुनरी पे रंग सोहे के आई होली आई रे प्यार से गले मिलो भेदभाव छोड़ दो लाख लाज की दीवार आज सनम तोड़ दो रहे दामन न कोई खाली रहे दामन न कोई खाली के आई होली आई रे मर्दे गुलाल मोही मर्दे गुलाल मोही के आई होली आई रे चुनरी पे रंग सोहे चुनरी पे रंग सोहे के आई होली आई रे मर्दे गुलाल मोहे के आई होली आई रे आई होली आई रे आई होली आई रे Shub Holi everyone. Thank you.
Once again, a very special thank you to Christina Ryan for that very special performance, as she has joined with us live and, of course, has been, for many years offering her support towards this event. And she's someone who has basically been very close with Auntie Indra. Coming up right about now, as we are going to basically be presenting our next performance, it's going to be a very special performance on behalf of Guyana's most iconic singer, and of course regarded as a living legend. He's actually referred to as the Guyana Babu. Ladies and gentlemen, it's at this point in time we welcome none other than the iconic Terry Godraj.
रंग बरसे भीगे चुनर वाली 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 रंग बरसे इलाची का बीरल गाया लौंगा इलाची का बीरल गाया चाबे गोरी खाया रबलम कर से रंग बरसे भीगे चुनर वाली 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 रंग बरसे
Once again, of course, a very special thank you to the iconic Gayana Babu, Terry Godraj, and of course, at this point in time, as we are now going to moving right on with our show, we have so many great performances and, of course, participants as well, community activists, and so today it is with distinct honor that we are going to honor one of the many people who has remained active during the pandemic, helping families, those who are in need, and even in the difficult times. At this point in time, we are now going to honor one of our community leaders and, of course, activists. First of all, we're going to have the participants actually come up. The presenters, Mr. Milan Rahman, I'm going to ask him to come forward along with Mr. Vishnu Mahadeo as... So these are our presenters actually for this honoree who have, like I said, this award and this honor is conferred to an individual who's remained active during the pandemic. We present this honor today to none other than Mr. Carl Dash for his tremendous work in the community. And of course, doing the presentation, we're going to have Mr. Vishnu Mahadeo and also Milan Rahman actually honoring him with these very special gifts. And of course, we're very thankful to him for all of the work that he has been doing during the pandemic. Thank you very much, Mr. Dash, and thank you so much for always giving your support towards this event on behalf of Interseed. Once again, of course, a very special thank you for those of you that's actually watching at home. I do hope that you've given your applauses to Mr. Dash and, of course, to all the community activists. We have a number of individuals that's, like I said, helping people even during the difficult times, and, of course, community leaders that's joining with us. Coming up right about now is another community activist and, of course, a politician. He's been fighting for fair representation for our community for a very long time, and he's joined with us for this very special event. It is with great honor that we have none other than District Leader of Assembly District 31, my very good friend, Mr. Richard David, offer a few words.
Good morning, everyone, and to everyone watching at home, happy Phagwah. I'm so proud of Auntie Indra and this entire team who has put together today's Phagwah Mela. And, you know, it has special meaning also because of Auntie Sita Puran Pandey, who has passed away. It was the last Phagwah Mela where her and I took dozens of photos together to really celebrate that special occasion. And our community has just experienced so much loss and so much hardship since then that we can use this moment of spring to just refresh our commitment to each other, to our community, and really to celebrate. I want to wish everyone a happy Phagwah. And it means so much more to me, and it means so much more to all of us, I think, during this trying time. Now, I wouldn't be a good political leader if I didn't come to you with a call to action. So, as we're in spring and as we're celebrating Phagwah in New York City, we are also getting ready for major elections this June. I want to make sure that you, as a Hindu community, think about who are the leaders that are representing the Hindu community. We're going to be electing a mayor and several other elected officials. And so I want you to demand and get answers to which candidates are going to represent this community proudly. I am so proud of Auntie Indra's seat and the entire team who has put together today's program. I'm Richard David, and it brings me tremendous honor to bring you Phagwah or holy greetings on this important occasion. I hope you all find a way to celebrate, especially with this beautiful weather we're having. Thank you, Imran, for the introduction. I hope that the rest of today's program goes on and that it's phenomenal, because it always is.
Thank you once again, District Leader Richard David, for your few words. And of course, we're very grateful to you as always. At this point in time, we're now going to move on to a very special presentation on behalf of Raj, who will actually be making a contribution to today's event. So we now proceed to that very special.
चलो ठीक है ओके Hello, you hearing me? Hello? All right. Should I sing? I'm not hearing you. Hello? Hello?
Please leave your message for 3472231.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to reconnect with Mr. Raj in about a few moments, actually, as you know, the saying is the greatest things in life are worth the wait. So I know that Mr. Rajinger will actually join with us with a very special performance. Coming up right about now, we have our next performance by Mr. Anil Dua, who's actually offered his support in the past towards this event. So without further ado, we hand it over to Mr. Anil Dua.
Give me 2 more minutes, please. Can you give 2 minutes, please? Indra? Can I?
Well, at this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, of course, all our participants are actually getting ready for a very sublime and splendid performance for the season of Holi. Once again, happy Holi, Shubh Holi. We have lots of individuals, community leaders, and of course, performances as well. So you definitely enjoy all the performances. Coming up right about now, here is a dance performance on behalf of the Raj Dance Academy. So without further ado,
जगाती है कयामत कोई हर कदम पर तू गिराती चले बिजली बिल्लो
इश्क करके तुझसे दीवाना बेताब हुआ बर्बाद हुआ भूल गया अपना भी नाम जब नाम तेरा इसे याद हुआ इश्क करके तुझसे दीवाना बेताब हुआ बर्बाद हुआ भूल गया अपना भी नाम जब नाम तेरा इसे याद हुआ
ये है जो मजनू इन्हें क्या मैं समझूं क्या ठिकाना है इनका कि हो जाए कब लापता हो इनकी मोहब्बत रेशम का जाल है हाय दीवानगी भी इनकी एक चाल है
बिल्लो रानी कहो तो अभी जान दे दूं ओ बिल्लो रानी कहो तो अभी जान दे दूं ओ बिल्लो रानी कहो तो अभी जान दे दूं बिल्लो रानी कहो तो अभी जान दे दूं Last night was crazy. पटना हिले बलिया हिले छपरा हिले ला ओ छोरी लचके गोरी लचके ओ तेरी लचके जब कमरिया सारा जिया हिले ला ओ छोरी लचके जब कमरिया सारा जिया हिले ला
At this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to present at this moment one of our elected officials who also works very hard for the community and of course for his district as well, District Leader Anthony Andrews, who we are very grateful and of course we're deeply humbled to have his support as he offers a few words for the season of Holi. So without further ado, we turn it over to Mr. District Leader.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I just wanted to stop in and say hi and to wish everybody a happy Phagwah. Yeah, normally during this time of the year, we've already put our things on and we've gone out to the park and we're at a Smoky Oval and everybody's having a big parade and everybody's enjoying themselves and their performances and everybody's gathering and saying hi to each other and welcoming in the spring. But this year, because of this virus, unfortunately, we have not been able to get together the way we would normally get together. But I'm glad that the committee found a way to get everybody together virtually. This is a fantastic event every year. And of course, it's an excellent event to do online because the way you've set it up is just incredible. StreamYard is a great platform to use. And all the performances are wonderful. And I can appreciate everyone and what they've done to make this happen. Again, we have some other things that are going on. I think my colleague Richard David mentioned it earlier. We do have elections coming up in June. And as a Democratic district leader, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that we have endorsed some candidates, David Weprin for city controller, of course, and David is a person who's represented this community and been very supportive. Councilmember Adrian Adams, who is also an elected official, has been very supportive of this community, is also running. And of course, former council member and now borough president Donovan Richards. They have all been very supportive of this community in the past and will continue to do that work if they can get reelected in June. So I ask that everybody give them serious consideration. And again, as we talk about the virus and we talk about this virtual platform that has been set up for use today, I just want to encourage everybody to get the vaccine. I'll be doing some things in the next few months to get out to make sure that people understand that the vaccine is safe and to hopefully get people to understand that they need to go out and get the vaccine. The numbers have been very high in our community, in Richmond Hill in particular, and our zip codes in South Ozone Park. So we've got to get out and get the vaccine. More people have got to understand there's no need to be hesitant about getting the vaccine. The vaccine is safe, and we have so many people that we've lost over this last year. We need to really, really make sure that everybody, especially in our zip codes that are high in South Ozone Park and Richmond Hill, that everybody gets out to get the vaccine. And if you're interested in working with me to do that, please reach out to me. Again, you can reach out to me at andrewsforprogress@gmail.com. And everybody knows how to get me on social media. And I'm looking forward to working with you over the next few months to get more people vaccinated in this community so that we can be healthy, safe, and strong moving into the summer. Thank you very much. And again, congratulations to the committee and happy Phagwah.
Thank you once again, District Leader Anthony Andrews, for your kind words and, of course, your good wishes for the season of Holi. Well, today we are indeed very blessed and we're very honored to have so many people that's participated and thus far given their good wishes, as it is a celebration of all the kindness and all the good things that actually in the community, unity in the community in many ways. Coming up right about now for a very special presentation, we're going to now ask Auntie Chan to come forward and, of course, tell us about the next set of honorees who will be honored here today. Auntie Chan, good to be here with you.
Thank you very much, Imran. We have with us two very, very special people from one of the most respected hospitals in Queens and in the United States. We have the Director of External Affairs, Mr. Cleon Edwards. Please come over. And we have he has a very powerful name, Mahalingam. So they both are representing Queen's Hospital today. As you know, it's the only system that gives free services or very little financial assistance given by the people. They service you no matter where you come from, no matter what your legal status is, no matter what your situation is financially. The Queen's Hospital makes sure that everyone who walks through those doors are serviced, they get the most appropriate and excellent care. So I will now hand it over to Mr. Cleon Edwards to say a few words to you.
Thank you so much. I just want to say I'm honored to be here on behalf of our hospital's new CEO, Neil Moore, who's actually traveling today. So unfortunately, he wasn't going to be back in time. So I'm very happy to be here on his behalf, but even more so, we're happy to be here on behalf of the fearless hospital employees who are deserving of this recognition. We have the honor of accepting it, but we do so on behalf of the brave men and women who over the past year has been engaged in a true fight against a pandemic that has literally turned our world upside down. And I just want to caution everyone because that fight continues. It's been over a year, and Epan, who's my colleague who's here with me, he's literally in the front lines. I am an administrator, so I try to help support the good work that Chan and T-Pan do, and we couldn't do what we do without the support of organizations like this. So we're proud to be here in the community with the people who matter. And one thing I want to encourage everyone to do is continue to be vigilant, continue to get tested, continue to do the hand hygiene that you need to do, because although things are getting better, we're not out of the woods yet. and our hospital is engaged in providing people with the vaccine. So if there's information you need, this is an organization I know you can rely on to get good, useful information. And our hospital is here to serve you. Our only way out of this pandemic is to trust each other, to stand up for each other. And we're very proud to be here to accept this honor and to work with this excellent organization. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sure.
Vijay, you have to put it over their shoulder.
Whatever you say up front, you can do.
And I see members of the FDNY here, so those are our essential partners, essential workers who have supported the hospital throughout the pandemic. I know some of the guys would bring pizza to the emergency room, and they really supported us. I want to thank them as well.
Thank you. Okay, you have it one. Okay, the next group that we have to honor are my good friends. They have been coming to the center for more than 20 years to lecture to our seniors on safety and fire issues. And I was extremely happy when Mr. Stores agreed to come over this morning. We have been trying to work with them, but they have been the people who come with the ambulances all the time. They attend every fire. As soon as you call, they are there within seconds or minutes. And they have been saving lives in our community all the time. And we respect you guys, we honor you, and we love to have you with us. We can't thank you enough for the great job you do. So I will ask Mr. Stores and his team to come over and accept our award on behalf of Engine Company 308. Put one on top each one next. Here. I'll ask Lieutenant Stores to say a few quick words.
I'm speaking for the officers and the firefighters of Engine 308. It is an honor to serve this community, and we are humbled by this recognition. Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming. Thank you all very much. Have a good day.
Thank you once again to Engine 308, to the Queens Hospital, and of course, above all, a very special thank you to Auntie Chan. For those of you at home and those of you here, you can show your appreciation to Auntie Chan by giving her a big round of applause in your own way. Actually, she's been doing a lot of work for the community for many years. At this point in time, we are now going to turn our attention over now to a great singer. Like I said, he's been supporting this event for a number of years. I had the honor of listening to him right here at this event several years ago. And so without further ado, we now hand over to none other than Mr. Anil Dua, who will be singing a special song for the season of Holi. So we are going to request Mr. Dua to unmute his microphone at this point in time.
नजर के सामने जिगर के पार, नजर के सामने जिगर के पार कोई रहता है, वो हो तुम नजर के सामने जिगर के पार नजर के सामने जिगर के पार कोई रहता है वो हो तुम नजर के सामने जिगर के पार बेताबी क्या होती है पूछो मेरे दिल से बेताबी क्या होती है पूछो मेरे दिल से तन्हा तन्हा लौटा हूँ मैं तो तेरी महफिल से मर न जाऊं कहीं मर न जाऊं कहीं होके तुमसे जुदा नजर के सामने जिगर के पार नजर के सामने जिगर के पार कोई रहता है वो हो तुम नजर के सामने जिगर के पार
मुझे छोड़ के दूर जाना नहीं नजर के सामने जिगर के पार नजर के सामने जिगर के पार कोई रहता है वो हो तुम
नजर के सामने जिगर के पार नजर के सामने जिगर के पार कोई रहता है वो हो तुम नजर के सामने जिगर के पार Thank you very much. Again, happy Holi.
Happy Holi to
to
all.
everyone. Thank you very much. Indra ji, Ajit ji, thank you again.
Happy Holi, and of course, a very special thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Dua for that very special performance. I mean, classic Kumar Sanu song, and so unexpected, but of course, very, very entertaining indeed, and of course, one of the classics of all time. Joining with us right about now, representing the state of New York, and of course, one of our elected state senators who has been working in the community for a number of years, and of course, for fair representation. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great honor to welcome none other than State Senator Leroy Comrie to offer his good wishes for the season of Holi. Senator Comrie, over to you.
Good afternoon. Happy Phagwah to everyone. I'm honored to be Leroy Comrie, New York State Senator, 14th District in Queens. I want to thank everyone for doing what was necessary to pivot and make sure that this program happened. I'm honored to, I want to thank Joanna Franco for hounding me and making sure that I was available to be on this today. It's important that we can continue to try to make sure that our celebrations and traditions are upheld and that they also are given an opportunity to be shown to all people so that we can have, while a festival of colors and a festival of love can also be a festival of teaching people the majesty and pageantry of the community so that we can have understanding and that we can celebrate our diversity in this great borough. You know, we're in interesting times in our life and in our community. It's important that we give each other the opportunity to celebrate our unity, to celebrate our strengths, and to make sure that we're giving respect to everyone around us so that we can live in peace and live in harmony throughout our community. So I want to thank everyone for participating today. I want to also, as Tony Andrews said, encourage everyone to get their vaccination. I got my second shot on Wednesday. I'm no crazier than I was on Tuesday. So I would encourage everyone to please get their vaccinations so that they can continue to do what's necessary to interact with their friends and family in a positive way. Also, we are in budget season in New York State. We are trying to get a budget despite all of the distractions that are coming up through the media, but I want to encourage folks to make sure that they let people know about the things that they really want to see in the budget, and especially make sure that we tell the governor, despite anything else that's happening, we have to have a budget that reflects the needs of what we need to do in the state to make sure that we restore our economy, that we ensure that we can continue, that our local nonprofits and our local groups can continue to get the services and resources they need to be able to provide opportunities to our community and services to our community. And in the spirit of Phagwah, that we make sure that we do this with a high level of harmony, love, and respect for each other's needs, respect for each other's culture, and a respect for each other's communities. So thank you all for hosting this event. I look forward to watching more of it and continuing to work with all communities throughout the state to make sure that we can all celebrate each other in peace and love and harmony so that we cannot have issues of hate and division happening throughout our community, throughout our state. Thank you all very much. Have a blessed day.
And once again, we are indeed very grateful to Senator Comrie for his kind remarks, of course, on the season of Holi. Senator Comrie is no actually stranger to the community, working hard for the state, and of course, fair representation for all 20 million people in this great state of diversity in New York State. All right, so right about now, as we proceed, we are now going to hand it over to our next singer, Ravi Kanchan, who will be joining with us, as Ravi has basically been a participant for this event for many, many years. We now turn it over to Mr. Ravi Kanchan for his rendition. Once again, Mr. Kanchan, if you can please unmute your microphone. Mr. Kanchan, please unmute. remember to unmute once we're introducing you. Once again, we just want to remind Mr. Ravi Kanchan. Mr. Ravi Kanchan, we're asking you if you can please unmute your microphone for this performance. Once we get Mr. Ravi Kanchan ready to go, then definitely we'll have his performance. We want to thank you once again to all the sponsors. Thank you to all the participants, and of course to all the community leaders. We have a number of honorees, a number of individuals that we're going to be honoring. Some, as you witnessed actually a few moments ago, Engine 308 and also the Queens Hospital. Thank you to the Queens Hospital actually for your work during this time. And if we can reiterate something, I mean, it's important that everyone gets vaccinated. And even if you do actually take the vaccine, please remember to be vigilant, practice the safety measures such as actually wearing the mask and whatnot, also social distancing. That's what we've been doing here as well. And for all our viewers, if Mr. Ravi Kanchan is actually ready to go. So sir, we're going to ask you again, please unmute your microphone. Once again, this very special presentation comes on behalf. Okay, so it seems like we're ready to go with Mr. Ravi Kanchan. As we are awaiting Mr. Ravi Kanchan, actually, he'll be joining with us momentarily. As stated, that we will actually be doing a very special presentation. Some honorees. We actually do have a number of people who we've honored thus far. We shall basically be presenting an honor, special honor, Lifetime Achievement Award, or a Lifetime Honor Award, actually posthumously. And so at this point in time, it is with great honor, as most of you within the South Asian and Indo-Caribbean community, many of you might be familiar with a name that has remained synonymous, of course, when it comes to music, culture, and also entertainment. She was someone regarded to be the Nightingale out of Guyana and possibly even the Caribbean as well, someone who was considered to be the next big thing after Lata Mangeshkar. For over 20 years, she's entertained, and she actually had wowed so many crowds, and she did so from the from the kindness of her heart. She was someone involved in all these great activities. The person that I'm talking about is none other than the late Sita Pandey, our very own Lataji, who departed from the world about a few weeks ago. Sita ji, actually, just before we do present the award, actually, and the honorees, actually, the presenters are going to come forward, as we have Auntie Indra and Auntie Mendra, who will be doing the presentation. But I had a very special relationship with Sita Pandey. I regarded her to be my industry mother, and of course, someone actually, a living legend in many ways at the time, and she's, of course, a legend that has left an indelible mark in our lives. Receiving this award, as we pay a homage and tribute to the legend, Sita Pandey, is none other than her daughter, my sister, Kajal Puran. So we're going to now present this to Kajal Puran. Please, ladies and gentlemen, give her a big round of applause. And just like her mother, Kajal is, of course, a great singer as well. She, like the saying is, I mean, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So she was, of course, someone very, very talented. She's very talented, just like her mother. And we're sure that she will continue the great legacy left behind by her mother. I'm going to ask Kajal if she would like to actually say a quick word or two, and then we shall proceed with the program. Kajal?
Namaste, everyone. Good afternoon, and Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you so much, everyone, for your support in this past month. Today marks 1 month since Mom's departure, and as gracefully as she left, is going to be as graceful as we will remember her. Remember her beauty, remember her love, remember her singing, and everything she offered us as a community and family, and what she offered me as a mother. It's a little difficult for me to be here emotionally, but my mother represented a lot of the holidays, the Hindu holidays, for me growing up as a kid. And I remember being there with her at the Holi parade, me and my sister Mira. And, you know, we would be on these floats. They would have the parade, and there's people everywhere. We would be at the parade, and there would be prominent people with us, like Soka Raja, Tariq Gajraj, etc. It was so much fun, and it was so beautiful to see people watching my mom. We would go to all these temples and watch her sing for these people, and how much they would love it and clap their hands and close their eyes and sing along with her. And Holi was just always so beautiful to us as a family. To receive this the week before, in her honor, means a lot to me. And I'm sure it means a lot to my family. So on behalf of them and myself, we'd like to say thank you so much to everyone. Thank you so much for helping us honor my mother. And thank you so much for your love and light. Have a wonderful afternoon.
Happy Holi. I want to see everybody moving it when I'm doing this special song just for you.
Once again, of course, we want to say thank you to Kajal for being here today. And of course, the memory and the legacy of Sita Pandey will forever live on. And she, like I said, she left an indelible mark in all our lives. Right about now, as we continue, as we move right on with the program, we're now going to request our dear friend and very good brother, Mr. Anil Dua, to join with us. Actually, I believe that he's connecting with us in about a few moments. So we'll have him, once he's ready to go, make his presentation. I also have to say that it's very humbling that we have all our community, our community leaders and elected officials joined with us, even as we do this celebration virtually. And once again, we're asking Mr. Anil Dua to please unmute his microphone. For those of you that's joining with us at home, if you can, please share the link and invite more and more people to be a part of this celebration. We have lots of performance. All right, right about now, we're ready for Mr. Dua.
Happy Diwali again to everyone.
Happy Holi.
Happy Holi. I'm sorry where I am. Here you go. Just 1 second. Here you go. Indra and Ajit. Happy Holi to everyone. मेरे महबूब कयामत होगी आज रुसवा तेरी गलियों में मोहब्बत होगी नाम निकलेगा तेरा लब से जाने जब इस दिलना का रुखसत होगी मेरे महबूब मेरे सनम के दर से अगर वादा सफा हो तेरा गुजर कहना सितमगर सब तेरा नाम लिया जब तक भी जिया ए शम्मा तेरा परवाना नफरत होगी आज रुसवा तेरी गलियों में मोहब्बत होगी मेरे महबूब कयामत होगी आज रुसवा तेरी गलियों में मोहब्बत होगी मेरे महबूब तेरी गली में आता सनम नगमा वफा का गाता सनम तुझसे सुनाना जाता सनम फिर आज इधर आया हूँ मगर ये कहने मैं दीवाना कब बस ये पेशत होगी आज रुसवा तेरी गलियों में मोहब्बत होगी मेरे महबूब मेरी तरह तू आगे भरे तू भी किसी से प्यार करे और रखे वो तुझसे परे तूने सनम गाए है सितम तू ये तू भूल ना जाना तेरी इनायत होगी आज रुसवा तेरी गलियों में मोहब्बत होगी मेरे महबूब कयामत होगी आज रुसवा तेरी गलियों में मोहब्बत होगी मेरी नजरें तो गिला करती है तेरे दिल को भी सनम तुझ से शिकायत होगी मेरे महबूब थैंक यू वेरी मच थैंक यू
Once again, a very special thank you to Mr. Anil Dua, and of course, a very, very special thank you to all the performances and also all the singers, all the dancers, the community leaders that's been a part of today's gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, we still have a lot more to present, but of course, unfortunately, my time has expired, and so I'll be basically passing the torch. I'll pass the baton over to my co-MC and of course, my co-host. Section, but I want to say thank you. Happy Holi, Shub Holi. During this time of Holi, let's come together. Let's stay united. Let's rise above the mere partisan. And of course, remember, stay vigilant, stay safe. With that, it now gives me great honor to introduce my co-MC for today's gathering, President of the United Madrasi Association, and also President of the CEC. Ladies and gentlemen, my very good friend, Mr. Vijay Ramjatan. So you can give him a big, big round of applause if you wish.
Thank you so much, Imran, and let's give everyone a round of applause for all the wonderful work, for the many years of his community service through radio to public. He's always there giving to our community unconditionally. And happy Holi to you, my brother, and thank you for all that you do. My dear friends, once again, happy Holi as we celebrate Holi 2021, celebrating the triumph of good over evil. At this time, my dear friends, without further ado, we bring along Raj Dhingra for our next performance.
You hearing me? Happy Holi to everyone. And this is a holy event. And I'm going to sing the holy song. You hearing me? Holy होली है के दिन खेलो फगवा के दिन खेलो के दिन खेलो फगवा के दिन खेलो सारे खेलो रंग बिरंगे रंगों वाली रंग बिरंगे रंगों वाली आई मीठी होली आई मीठी होली के दिन खेलो होली फगवा के दिन खेलो होली मथुरा वृंदावन में देखो मथुरा वृंदावन में देखो लाल गुलाल उड़ाते देखो राधे श्याम की टोली राधे श्याम की टोली के दिन खेलो फगवा के दिन खेलो होली है होली है नार नवेली भीगी चुनरी नार नवेली भीगी चुनरी भांग के लड्डू भर पिचकारी यार नवेली भीगी चुनरी भांग के लड्डू भर पिचकारी मारे प्रेम की गोली मारे प्रेम की गोली होली के दिन खेलो होली फगवा के दिन खेलो होली भीगी चुनरिया अंग संग लागे पैंजनिया भी छम छम बाजे भीगी चुनरिया अंग संग लागे पैंजनिया भी छम छम बाजे और भीगी सारी चोली भीगी सारी चोली होली के दिन खेलो फगवा के दिन खेलो सारे खेलो रंग बिरंगे रंगों वाली रंग बिरंगे रंगों वाली आई मीठी होली आई मीठी होली होली के दिन खेलो फगवा के दिन खेलो सारे खेलो रंग बिरंगे रंगों वाली होली है होली है होली है होली है हैप्पी होली टू एवरीबॉडी
Happy Holi once again, Holi 2021, the new way of doing things, current age here, as we are celebrating Holi virtually. To all of you logging live, we want to thank all of you for joining us and celebrating Holi virtually. My dear friends, the spirit of Holi is celebrating good over evil. At this time, my dear friends, we have a community leader, a member of a new assembly woman in our district here. For the first time, we have a South Asian representation in the assembly. Please, we welcome Jennifer Rajkumar.
Sitaram, happy Holi to all. For all you Bollywood fans out there, Mujhe Rangade, color me. As the song goes, I am Assemblywoman Jennifer Rajkumar, and I'm thrilled to be here on the occasion of Holi. It is special to be here together virtually. Exactly 1 year ago, the COVID pandemic hit our city, and I am grateful to be here with you right now. Next year, by God's grace, we will all be together in person and we can throw lots of colors on each other. And I look forward to that very much. Last November, we made history together when you elected me as the first and only Hindu American to state office in New York State. Together, I speak before you as a proud member of the New York State Legislature. So this year's Holi Mela has a special meaning to me. The Hindu American community and the entire South Asian community finally has a seat at the table of power in New York State. You are my family. My door is always open to you. The keys to my office are your keys. As a child, myself and the other children used to throw color and water balloons on the occasion of Holi. Indeed, Holi is celebrated all around the world and is known as the Festival of Colors. Holi is also about welcoming the spring and finding a new beginning, which is especially resonant as we emerge from the COVID-19 pandemic. On a deeper level, Holi signifies hope and celebrates renewal, healing old wounds, and the idea of forgive and forget as you make up with old friends and welcome in the beautiful springtime. Holi signifies hope for the future. And I would like to thank Indra Seet, my dear friend, sister, and talented organizer, for bringing us all together in this stunning Holi Mela, a celebration of singing, dancing, and our faith leaders and community leaders all together. And Holi, by the way, is also known as the Festival of Love, celebrating the love between Lord Krishna and Radha. And this Festival of Love also reminds us that we are all equal, regardless of our outward differences. And certainly this year, we were all equal before the devastating COVID-19 virus. And we had to come together across our differences to help each other and our neighbors. I would like to thank our honorees this afternoon who helped on the front lines of the COVID-19 pandemic. And I have issued proclamations for them from my office and from New York State. So thank you to the Queens Hospital Center, Jamaica Hospital Center, the FDNY's Fire Engine Company 308 Hook and Ladder, South Queens Women's March, and the Caribbean Equality Project. Also to my great friend Carl Dash, a wonderful and giving person who has dedicated himself to helping others. And posthumously, the Lifetime Award honoree Sita Puran Pandey, who we tragically lost, but will remember for her incredible talent. I have introduced a resolution in the New York State Assembly to declare May 1st, 2021 as Queens COVID Remembrance Day in the state of New York. This will be a time to honor and remember all those we lost, our friends, neighbors, and loved ones, who we loved and who we cherished. I wish you all a happy Holi, and during this Phagwah season, we will go forward together, finding a new pathway, a new beginning, emerging from a tunnel of darkness into the light. I wish you endless joy and happiness. Thank you.
So, once again, thank you so much, Honorable Jennifer Rajkumar, and for all the wonderful work that you have been doing and that you will continue to do. My dear friends, we want to remind all of you again, the Gita Mandir and Indra Seat, we want to thank them extremely a lot for all the work they've been doing in the community. Our dear host, Indra Seat, she's been doing this work for many years now. At this time, my dear friends, without further ado, we'll welcome right now Mrs. Gupta, Jyoti Gupta, who will give us our next rendition. Happy Holi! Again, once in this festival of Holi, my dear friends, this year we can't be in person celebrating Holi, but we're going to be sending the colors of love, of peace, the colors of happiness, yellow vibrations of tranquility to each other as we celebrate Holi. This year, my dear friends, as we celebrate Holi, we are reminded that every little thing in life matters. As we go virtually this year and we celebrate Holi, we want to welcome all of you who are joining us live across the universe this year, across the globe. Gita Mandir Association and Indra Seat and Company, they've been doing a wonderful job bringing us every year, this Holi Sammilan, where they bring the culture and the community alive together. We have seen so many forms of performances, giving so many live performances, friends. I hope at home you are celebrating Holi too. Please get some powder, get some abir. These colors that we have celebrates life. As we celebrate spring, yesterday we celebrated the first day of spring, and now at this point, my dear friends, we'll bring on right now for you, performing live, the Tarang Dance Troupe will be performing at this time for you.
मंदिर से रे
रात મને ભૂલો બધી વાત પ્રેમની આ मौसम છે अब आओ मेरे पास रह जाओ मेरे साथ प्रेमनी आ मौसम छे होई गई रात મને ભૂલો બધી વાત પ્રેમની આ मौसम छे अब आओ मेरे पास रह जाओ मेरे साथ प्रेमनी आ मौसम छे मिल जाए मुझको अगर साथ तेरा तो भूलूं मैं सारा जहां चौगाड़ा तारा छबीला तारा रंगीला तारा रंग बेर जुए तारी बात चौगाड़ा तारा छबीला तारा रंगीला तारा रंग बेर जुए तारी बात रे चौगाड़ा तारा छबीला तारा रंग बेर जुए तारी बात रे
Happy Holi 2021, my dear friends. At this time, we want to welcome all of you once again to our Holi Mela 2021. My dear friends, every great community has great leaders. And our next guest, our next speaker tonight is Donovan Richards, the Honorable Queensborough President, and he will speak at this time. Happy Holi 2021.
Happy Holi. So good to see each and every one of you. And, I look forward to next year certainly being there with you all. That's why I urge everybody to get the vaccine. But let me just say, we've been through such a tough time over the course of the last year. It felt very dark, right? I mean, so many people lost to COVID-19. So many people impacted, whether it's through economics, whether it was through losing a job, whether it was struggling to pay the rent. But, during this celebration and this time of year, it certainly speaks to why we must continue to push for lightness over darkness. As my son, I'm getting ready to take my son out. I have had no time with him the last few weeks. And Donovan, I'm on. Okay. So, but what a year ahead of us. I feel very good. We also overcame so much this year. Think about the last administration and all of the hate. We see attacks against the Asian community like none other here. But Holi reminds us that we are going to overcome this darkness with light together. And I miss each and every one of you and being there collectively together. But we are family. And when I say we're family, by sticking together, by working with one another, we're going to get through this tough time. So happy Holi to each and every one of you. I think the holidays take on so much more of a meaning this year. Being that we all have been through so much this year. But I feel confident that we're going to all be back together next year. So, and I'll end with just a quick commercial. Everybody who's eligible for the vaccine, please go and take the vaccine so we can get back to some levels of normalcy, so we can be back in our temples and our houses of worship, celebrating with each other next year. So it's so good to see each and every one of you. Thank you for your leadership. This is what Queens is about, our diversity. We celebrate our diversity. There were those who sought to build walls, but in Queens County, in the most diverse county in the world, we build bridges. So it is so good to see you all virtually. I'm giving you all a virtual hug. So good to see you, my brother. Look forward to being there with you all next year celebrating. Happy Holi. Let's dance, let's celebrate.
Thank you so much, Honorable Donovan Richards, Queensborough President, for all that you do, all that you continue to do, bringing all the resources and you. Again, like he said, get vaccine. Don't worry, my dear friends. We have members of the 102 precinct here who will bring us holy greetings. The 102 precinct.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. We're from the 102nd precinct. I'm a detective from the Community Affairs Office. And I have Officer LaSala with me. And happy Holi, be safe, and let's have a good summer.
Same as Detective Iteka said, happy Holi, stay safe, and enjoy, I guess. Take care, everybody.
Thank you so much, one and two precincts, and all the precincts for all the wonderful work that you do in our community, keeping us safe. As we all see every year, when we have the big holy parade, we have all these NYPD officers here celebrating with us. We thank them for being here. And also, at this time, my dear friends, we want to welcome our members of our community who has been doing the great work, all the sacrifice that they've been doing through this pandemic day. We couldn't celebrate Holi without acknowledging them. At this time, my dear friends, we're going to be honoring members of the South Queens Women's March. My dear friends, at first we're going to have Auntie Mindra and her friend in the company together to present the awards to South Queens Women's March. We're going to ask them to please come forward, please. Again, during this pandemic, we had many times when we had to have food shortages and food injustice. And at this time, my dear friends, we'll welcome our members from the South Queens Women's March who will, at this time, receive their awards. We'll ask that the please present them with a plaque, please. And after which we'll ask Aminta to say a few words. And then we'll have them reshawled. Again, South Queens Women's March is a local organization that was founded at the height of the pandemic, and they've been doing so much work in the community, ensuring that our community is fed and taken care of. Thank you so much, presenters. We appreciate it. At this time, we'll ask South Queens Women's March to speak at this time.
Namaste, salam alaikum, sastrikal, shalom, good afternoon, and happy Holi in advance to everyone who's watching and celebrating today. On behalf of South Queens Women's March, our entire team, and I'm joined by my sisters in this resilient movement, Tanuja Rosario and Nirmala Singh. And we want to say thank you so much to Indraseet, Auntie Indra, and to everyone who believed in us and has decided today that we should be amongst the honorees. This year has been a whirlwind of struggle, of community, and community looks different now than it did a year ago. Celebration looks different now than it did a year ago. But even through our food pantries, even through all of the work that we're doing, we do this as community, and it is also a celebration of community. When we do our work, it's not charity work, but it is solidarity work with our neighbors, our brothers and sisters, our friends, and those who are part of our community. And we do this because we know this time has been challenging for all, and we want to help in whatever way we can, because that's our obligation as humanity. So I also want to just shout out everybody who, again, believed in us. Thank you to everyone for hosting the celebration. Please have a safe and happy Phagwah. We really want everyone to stay safe, and that means wearing your mask. If you have the ability to get vaccinated, you should consider doing so, and making sure you still keep your guard up, because this pandemic isn't over. If my sisters want to... Okay, in that case, again, thank you so much, and thank you to the organizers for having us, for honoring us, and believing in us. And happy Phagwah.
Thank you so much, South Queens Women's March, and my distance, my dear friend, also to Nuja and to Nirmala, to all of them who are supporting the South Queens Women's March. This work is unending. At this time, my dear friends, happy Holi with Jyotika Gupta, who will bring us our next item today.
Namaste and holy greetings to everybody. I'll be singing the song Piya To Se Naina Lage Re from the 1965 movie Guide. पिया तो से नैना लागे रे जाने क्या हो अब आगे रे
जब चांद चमके जल उठे तन मेरा मैं कहूँ मत करो चंदा इस गली का फेरा जब चांद चमके जल उठे तन मेरा मैं कहूँ इस गली का फेरा आना मोरा से अजब आए चमकना उस रात को जब मिलेंगे तन मन मिलेंगे तन मन ओ पिया तो से लेना लगे चले क्या अब आगे नैना लगे रे पिया तो से लेना लगे रे
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ms. Gupta. Again, happy Holi, my dear friends. To all of you who are joining us through Facebook, through YouTube, and through various platforms, we want to thank you all and wish you all a happy Holi virtually. At this time, my dear friends, without further ado, we'll bring along our next item. Please welcome to the stage, as we call them, the Nataraj Dance Academy. Happy Holi.
Long time ago in ancient India, guys, it's your boy Hitman. It's all about Phagwah Mela, straight out of New York. Yo, it's all protecting Sanatan Dharma from.
Once again, my dear friends, as we get our items organized, we are doing this virtually. We are all learning together this year, my dear friends. You know, virtually provides us with new challenges, but we are going to overcome them, just like with Holi. We overcome evil with good. This year, my dear friends, as we are challenged to face the world in the way we have to face it, we are setting out the colors of love with red, blue of peace, yellow of, vibrations of energy. And we want all of you at home happy, happy, happy Holi. You see, I have on my mask, even though we are virtually, we want to remind all of you, the only way we can get through this pandemic is together. Get your vaccine, my dear friends. And this time, my dear friends, now that we have our video ready, we're going to be called upon the Nataraj Dance Academy. Happy Holi.
अरे जो जी में आए, अरे जो जी में आए, तुम आज कर लो, चाहो जिसे इन बाहों में भर लो।
अंग से अंग लगाना सजन हमें ऐसे रंग लगाना
अंग से अंग लगाना सजन हमें ऐसे रंग लगाना
गालों से ये गाल लगा के
नैनों से ये नैन मिला
फोन तो थोड़ी देता है।
अरे जो जी में आए, अरे जो जी में आए, कर लो, चाहो जिसे इन बाहों में भर लो।
अंग से अंग लगाना, सने रंग लगाना,
अंग से अंग लगाना, सजन हमें ऐसे रंग लगाना।
गालों से ये गाल लगा के,
नैनों से ये नैन मिला के, होली आना सजन हमें ऐसे रंग लगाना। अंग से अंग लगाना, सजन हमें ऐसे रंग लगाना। अंग से अंग लगाना, सजन हमें ऐसे रंग लगाना।
होली रे होली, रंगों की डोली, आई तेरे घर पे मस्तों की टोली। मुख न छुपा, ओ रानी सामने आ।
होली रे होली, रंगों की डोली, आई तेरे घर पे मस्तों की टोली। मुख ना छुपा, ओ राजा सामने जान ना पहचान, अरे मैं तेरा मेहमान। हाय रे जान ना पहचान, अरे मैं तेरा मेहमान। काहे मारी पिचकारी तूने बेईमान।
हाय रे हाय रे हाय रे हाय।
हाय जान ना पहचान, अरे मैं तेरा मेहमान। काहे मारी पिचकारी तूने बेईमान।
फागुन की बहार एक शर्मिली नार नहीं समझे दे प्यार की बोली।
होली रे होली, रंगों की डोली, अरे आई तेरे घर पे मस्तों की टोली। ए मुख ना छुपा, और राधा में आ।
होली रे होली, रंगों की डोली, आई तेरे घर पे मस्तों की टोली। मुख न छुपा।
Okay, we want to thank the Nataraj Giants Academy, Nataraj Performing Arts for doing a wonderful job today, my dear friends, celebrating Holi with us virtually again. We want to thank all of you for joining us here virtually as we celebrate, pandemic-style Holi for the first time. My dear friends, we have to continue to honor and remember those in our community who has been supporting us and providing for all of our community members during these trying times. Today, my dear friends, it gives us great honor to introduce our next item where we're going to be honoring a star in our community, a person who works tirelessly providing food. These food pantries, my dear friends, serve members of the community across Queens and across the city here, bringing the food, culturally appropriate food to the tables of our families who live and breathe in this community. My dear friends, we're going to introduce our presenters. One of the founders, the founder of this whole, Phagwah celebrations, Indra Seat. She's going to come here also with Milan Rahman, another leader in our community. And it's so excited to have these amazing leaders acknowledge this other leader in our community. My dear friends, without further ado, we'll bring upon the stage over here the founder and the president of the Caribbean Equality Project, Mr. Mohammed Q. Amin, who has been doing the work during this pandemic to make sure our families are clothed, they are fed and taken care of in all supports of life. After which we're going to be asking Mr. Mohammed to please say a few words.
Thank you, Brother Vijay. This is the first time the Caribbean Equality Project is being acknowledged for the work we do in our Richmond Hill community. 5 years ago, the Caribbean Equality Project made history as the first Caribbean LGBTQ organization to represent LGBTQ people in the Phagwah parade. And that victory wasn't an easy one. It was one we fought for over 3 years. But today I want to talk to you all about progress. Look how far our community has come. But we could do so much more to make sure our Indo-Caribbean community continued to thrive in Richmond Hill and New York City. COVID-19 impacted all of our lives. We lost so many pioneers and legends in our community. But so many have been impacted in a way that many of us will never understand. While folks were experiencing housing harassment and food insecurity and job and healthcare disparities, it was organizations like the Caribbean Equality Project, in partnership with so many of our allied partners, including South Queens Women's March, the United Madrasi Association, the Campaign Against Hunger, the Queens Defenders, who stood with our community and say, we will support you. But that work continues in 2021 because so many of us are still homeless. So many of us, our aunties and uncles, are still lining up because that's the only source of food they have. And Holi is also an opportunity for us to call for justice for our community. Every opportunity we engage with our community is an opportunity for us to uplift LGBTQ rights, women's rights, trans rights, and also voters' rights. This is an important year for our community. We must turn out to the polls to elect elected officials that will represent all of us, not just those with power and not just those who use that power to control the narratives for Guyanese people in New York City. On behalf of the Caribbean Equality Project, I want to thank the Holi Mela for doing something that many Hindu organizations in New York City have not done yet, and that is acknowledging the value of LGBTQ people in our community. But we know that LGBTQ people have always been a part of the Phagwah parade, from performing to dancing. And many of you have seen Sundari, the Indian goddess, proudly march down Liberty Avenue in all her glory. Many of you have seen Pratima Dubey sing her heart out on that cultural stage. Many of you have seen the Tarang dance troupe, a diverse group of dancers, stand and say, we will support you, we are allies of your community, and we will represent your voice on the cultural main stage. But it also takes organizers like the Holi Mela, to say we value and we respect you as well. And thank you for acknowledging our work. Thank you for acknowledging the work that we will continue to do in 2021 to keep all of us safe, not just LGBTQ people, not just undocumented people, but every single New Yorker. It will take all of us to keep her safe. Please get vaccinated, trust the science, and continue to wear your mask. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mohammed Amin from the Caribbean Equality Project. My dear friends, Holi, we spray colors on each other and we put colors on all parts of our body to show that we are one. And we want to acknowledge and thank Indra Seat, the organizer of this Holi Mela for year after year, for stepping up to the plate and acknowledging that all of us are equal. And Holi represents love, peace. And my dear friends, with the food, we will die. Food is the greatest gift in the world. We want to thank the South Queens Women's March and the Caribbean Equality Project and all the other organizations for tirelessly putting in hours to make our community fed during these hard times. My dear friends, at this time, as we continue to celebrate Holi 2021 virtually, we welcome Hitman Nishad Prabhu, all the way from Trinidad and Tobago. He will be performing this.
Long time ago in ancient India. Hey guys, this is your boy Hitman, and it's all about Phagwah Mela, straight out of New York. Yo, it's all about protecting Sanatan Dharma, promoting.
Long time ago in ancient India. Long time ago in ancient India. Radha and Krishna was celebrating Phagwah. Radha and Krishna was celebrating Phagwah.
Let us all sing and dance with Rama and Krishna.
Let us all sing and dance with Rama and Krishna. Bhagna jaan, bhagna jaan. Kaila abhira se marela. Bhagna jaan, bhagna jaan. Kaila abhira se marela.
Panagatna jaan, panagatna jaan. Kaila abhira jamahira.
Panagatna jaan, panagatna jaan. Kaila abhira jamahira. Panagatna jaan, panagatna jaan. Kaila abhira jamahira. Yo, 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 hit man. And if you're out to go from our production. Show up the abhira koda now. Show up the abhira koda now. Rangat se mare, nayan se mare. Rangat se mare, nayan se mare. Rangat se mare, nayan se mare. Rangat se mare, nayan se mare.
बचे बचे जाऊं मरन से मारे.
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 गुंगतिकारी निहारी लाख. ओ गुंगतिकारी निहारी लाख.
मोहे चैला अभीरा से मारेला. मोहे चैला अभीरा से मारेला.
पनगतना जान, पनगतना जान. कैला अबीरा जमाहीरा.
पनगतना जान, पनगतना जान. कैला अभीरा जमालेला. पनगतना जान, पनगतना जान. कैला अभीरा से मारेला. पनगतना जान, पनगतना जान. कैला अभीरा से मारेला. Long time ago in ancient India. Long time ago in ancient India. Radha and Krishna was celebrating Phagwah. Radha and Krishna was celebrating Phagwah.
Let us all sing and dance with Rama and Krishna.
Let us all sing and dance with Rama and Krishna.
Let us all sing and dance with Rama and Sita.
Let us all sing and dance with Rama and Sita.
Throw up your Abhira. Hey, throw up your Abhira powder. Hey.
मोहे चैला अभीरा से मारेला. मोहे चैला अभीरा से मारेला.
पनगतना जान, पनगतना जान. कैला अबीरा जमाहीरा.
पनगतना जान, पनगतना जान. कैला अभीरा जमालेला. Thanks to Indra, Zaman, and the whole crew for having the Hitman on board. Check out my next.
The Hitman, all the way from Trinidad and Tobago. Happy Holi to all of you across the globe, my dear friends. Holi 2021 as we celebrate it virtually. My dear friends, it gives me great honor to bring on our next item on stage. He is no other than the international dancer Zaman, always providing his services across the country, internationally. He is internationally known as one of the best that we have in our community. And we are so honored to have him tonight with us here to celebrate Holi 2021. So without further ado, please put your hands together as we welcome international dancer Zaman.
खिलने क्यों न जाए तू होरी रे रसिया खिलने क्यों न जाए तू होरी रे रसिया तुझे है तो है सारी दुनिया कहाँ है बदली की दुल्हनिया
पे तेरी मलूक लाल रंग बता ब्लू या लाल पैर में तेरे उड़ते बाल आजा रंग तू दोनों गाल अरे सारा रा रा कबीरा सारा रा रा
देखे देखे झुमके लगाते चार ठुमके छिछोरे नाचे जमके यूपी में दिन दहाड़े विंडो और छत पे ताले हम देखे आगे फाड़े अरे 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 तुझ पे टिकी है मेरी नोटी नजरिया तुझको बना करके तुझको बना करके तुझको बना करके ले जाएंगे बड़ी दुल्हनिया
यारे मुन्निया बद्री की दुल्हनिया
जा 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 जन ने जा ने
Wali tikin tak dini tikin to.
का रे का हे का जन ने धा ने धा
Wali dini bak dini bak
दुम दुम ता ने धा ने धा
dini tak dini tak dini tak dini tak dini tak dini tak.
तनिक शर्म नहीं आई देखे नहीं अपनी उमरिया तनिक शर्म नहीं आई देखे नहीं अपनी उमरिया ओ 60 बरस में इश्क लड़ाए 60 बरस में इश्क लड़ाए मुखड़े पे रंग लगाए बड़ा रंगीला सावरिया मुखड़े पे रंग लगाए बड़ा रंगीला सावरिया चुनरी पे डाले अमीरा अवध में होरी खेले रघुवीरा अरे चुनरी पे डाले अमीरा अवध में होरी खेले रघुवीरा
अरे होली खेले रघुवीरा जगत में होली खेले रघुवीरा हिल मिल आवे लोग लुगारी भाई महलन में वीरा अवध में होली खेले रघुवीरा अरे होली खेले रघुवीरा अवध में होली खेले रघुवीरा
Happy Holi 2021, my dear friends. No one does it better than international dancer Zaman, my dear friends. He's always willing to give his time, his effort, and energy for any cause, my dear friends. You know, as we celebrate Holi 2021, my dear friends, we are reminded that we are in a pandemic. We want to encourage all of you out there. We want to get past this time. We want to stop wearing these masks, but we have to get vaccinated. We have to take care of ourselves, and let us all keep ourselves protected at this time by wearing a mask right now. My dear friends, without further ado, we're going to bring up on our stage today to a person to give you a few words. She has been the person behind the scenes who's always taking her time, her energy, her efforts to bring together this program year after year, my dear friends. No amount of awards can give a thank you, but my dear friends, we want you to know who's the person behind all this hard work, the leader of this ship. Please, my dear friends, we welcome the one and only Indra Seat.
Thank you, Vijay. Thank you. And I do want to thank everyone here today and who is out there virtually watching this program. And I'm telling you, this program is very powerful. There are some mishaps, but because first time is a virtual event for us. And I do want to thank all the technicians here, Daryl, Imran, Vijay, Richard, and my very dance partner here. I thank you very much. Everyone, I want to thank you all very, very much. Zaman, I thank you very much for all your hard work. We have done this for the last 3 weeks, here and there, putting things together on and off, and a few things, mishaps here and there, but it worked out. It worked out very well. And you know, these guys did so much hard work for this program. It's not an easy program. It's not. Virtually and having it live, it's not easy. And I thank you all very much. And again, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Indra Seat, for all that you do and all the time you spent always to bring this program together. My dear friends, we are responsible to keep our culture alive. And very few people will give up their time and effort to do this. And my dear friends, I want to congratulate Indra Seat and her whole team. But even though we had a pandemic this year and we had to switch gears and bring this program to you virtually, as she mentioned, it wasn't easy. And we thank you for your patience at home, for sticking with us throughout this program and understanding that we are trying this for the first time, but we are getting better. And we will do better. And my dear friends, without further ado, the drums bring so much life and energy. As we celebrate spring, as we celebrate Holi, my dear friends, it gives me great honor to bring our final item for tonight, Ajit Chauhan from the Stars International Band. And he at this time will close up the drums with us. Let's go, Ajit Chauhan. And we ask all of you who are here to please celebrate Happy Holi! Hey, 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 hey. Oh my friends, there you go. Happy Holi 2021, my dear friends. At this time, we have come to the end of our program. We want to thank all of the artists who came and perform. We want to thank all of our presenters. We want to thank all of our sponsors. We want to thank Geeta Mandir. We want to thank Indra Seat. We want to thank all of those people who put the time and effort together to bring this program together, for all the technical support and all the team members who came on board to bring this program together. For your enjoyment, we want to thank all of you. To all the MCs, including myself, to my co-MC, Imran Ahmad, we want to thank all of you for joining us today here. Not forgetting, my dear friends, South Queens Women's March and the Caribbean Equality Project, all that they do. We want to thank them. And when you see them on the streets, say thank you. My dear friends, happy Holi 2021. Be safe, be progressive, be equal. Om Shakti. Happy Holi.